Somebody asked me the other day, how can I start my business? Or what do I want to start a business. And I asked, what business? And they couldn't answer me. That is not somebody that is intentional. That is somebody that woke up one day and saw somebody that has money, that has a business, and I want to be that. And I'm not saying it can't work, but then you need to go back and do your homework. Then you need to be intentional and say, okay, I want to start a business. This is what I need to start. And when you start a business, you don't get up and decide, Hendrik hulle verkoop bompies, ek gaan ook nog bompies verkoop. Sharon verstaan die bompies. You need to be intentional. We said in the market, dan moet jy maar nou low GI bompies verkoop. Of jou bompies moet specialist. But you cannot be doing the same thing everybody else is doing and expect a different result. So, in terms of when it comes to business, it's so easy for everybody to want to start a business. To start a business is not easy. Jy moet hare op jou tande hê. You need to equip yourself with financial knowledge because so many of our young people start a business but they cannot manage funds. So you have this brilliant idea but you don't know how to work with funds. You get a sponsorship or you get a funding of, let's say, 3 million rand and now you're all over the show. You get yourself a BM because that's the first thing. They need to see, they need to recognize, I'm a businessman. You need to equip yourself with financial knowledge, how to actually manage my finances, how to grow your baby, because your business is a baby, from selling pompies in the township to taking it to where you actually manufacture it. So you need to understand growth. Yes, you need to understand growth and you need to have a vision of where I want this to go. I was 9 years old and I will never forget it. And I was actually having a conversation earlier on with Abby, my best friend, and she just mentioned a few things. She said, did you ever think that this would be or this would happen? And she said something. She said, yeah, you probably did, but you didn't know to this magnitude. I was intentional at 9. I said to myself, I'm going to be somebody. I didn't know who, I didn't know what. I said I was going to be somebody. I said I named the things that I was going to do. I was going to change lives. I swear to you guys, those are the things that I said to myself. I was going to have this, I was going to do that, and I haven't done it. So you have to be intentional with everything you do. You have to have a plan. Equip yourself with the knowledge that you need to grow in your business. And then you learn. You are never too old to learn. You are never too old to learn. Where there is opportunities, don't ever be scared to ask. Most of my jobs that I got, I was sitting in a courtroom one day. I went to support a friend. He had to appear in court for a fight. It's like 15 years ago. And we were sitting and I said to them, I'm going to go look for a job upstairs. And they laughed at me. They laughed at me. I said, it's fine, laugh. I went upstairs and I spoke to the CFO. I didn't even know it was a CFO. And I used to always walk around with CVs. And I gave her my CV and I said to her, I'm looking for a job. And it was at the Department of Justice. So you have to apply with a Z83. I gave my CV. She said to me, no, we're not looking for anybody right now, but I will call you. I wasn't even in the lift and she ran behind me. And she called me and she said to me, can you start next week? I went downstairs and I told them I got a job.
Wow.
It's being intentional with everything that you do. So I do have a few, I think everybody said I was sitting here with like a stack of papers. But I did ask our office just to print a few links to where you can get information. So where you can actually access funding. There's a few that I can mention. There's the Premier's Fund. And I know a lot of our kids from the colored communities do not apply. Guys, apply. Please do apply. There's funding, there's ECD programs, and I don't even know, there's teachers here. I don't know if you guys know that there's a ECD funding program at the Department of Education and Social Development that you can apply for if you want to start your own ECD center. I personally, by the grace of God, I do not have money yet. God is going to bless me, but I do also try every year. So every year I take like 2 or 3 kids that I bless with either assisting them with their fees or with accommodation. That is only once a year. So you need to start searching. You cannot be sitting at home and saying there's no opportunities. You need to go out and look for opportunities. You need to ask people for these opportunities and you need to actually go there and do the work. Because nothing worthwhile was ever easy. So if you really want to make something of your life, you need to start with you. Thank you very much.